off his new series Iceman from a cold warehouse, measuring blocks of ice like he's plotting something major. Then boom, he jumps on a custom truck and drives through the streets of Toronto, bumping his new track, What Did I Miss? This wasn't just a drop, this was a statement. And oh yeah, Kendrick, LeBron, y'all might want to listen close.
Oh, Drake? Ayun, oh my God, everyone's taking pictures!
It's my goat, man. Unbelievable. This guy's the goat, man.
Drizzy kicked off his new
All right, let's talk about it.
I love how he's just chilling.
So I had this conversation. We were talking, I think, even yesterday. I was talking with the team about this. Okay, first things first, you got to make it known. He's pushing 40. Drake is pushing 40 years old. I think he's 38 or 39. He's pushing 40.
Yep.
So, you know, he's getting up there.
Yep.
But he's so tapped into the culture, and like, I guess his team as well. I don't want to just say it's him. I know he has a proper team behind him. They're so tapped in to the point where it's like, he's like, okay, streaming is like clearly the next play for maybe the next 5-10 years. Who knows? He's like, I'm gonna tap into that world, but not in like a corny way for my age. Because the easy play for him would have just been like, set up the computer, Kai Cenat style, speed style, whatever, like da-da-da-da. Jump in there, do the whole reactions, do this, do that. But he's like, bro, I got to take it to the next level. I'm fucking Drake, right? And I want to do it in a way that's not so young Gen Z. So it's like I'm tapping into the Gen Z market by doing the live stream, but I'm doing it in like an insane way. And bro, he literally did a live music video in the warehouse, hopped in the whip, the Iceman whip, drove around Toronto, like incredible. Like I really don't know who there's nobody even close to him, first of all, in music, in my opinion, but then from the marketing aspect of it and the rollouts and the way that he does what he does, it's like, now you understand why he's in these lawsuits with UMG and things like that, because they want to keep him. And he's like, bro, I don't need nobody. I'm Drake. I could literally post a link on my story on IG and blow up an album. Like, I don't need any help. And everything you see he did there, that was for sure all internal. No label, no this. No one was involved in that decision making. That was just him and his team. And so for me, it's so impressive. Like, it just reiterates why this guy is at the top of he's been at the top of the game for over a decade now, because besides the music, which he's perfected, again, in my eyes, in my opinion, it's the rollouts, it's the staying relevant, it's what's doing what he needs to do to stay on top outside of the music. So I'm a Drake fan through and through. I know I'm glazing hard right now, but he's the GOAT of music, in my opinion, all time.
Well, I also think he's just a GOAT marketer.
Yeah.
To be honest. And I've always thought he's always ahead of the times. He's always ahead of the times. Right? Like, even when he drops an album, you're like, oh, like you got to listen to it 5-6 times, because he's like, oh, it's not really hitting. Well, this is different. This is not Drake anymore. Or he's getting old, or he's not as good. And then 3 months later, everyone's playing his whole album on repeat at all times.
Yes.
So I really think culturally and marketing wise, the guy's a genius. And I think now with what he did with driving around the city downtown, I really think he redefined how artists are going to look at marketing their music from now on. And I really think labels that have a bunch of artists signed to them are going to look at that and say, well, damn, that's some different kind of guerrilla marketing that we've never seen before.
But again, you look at it from a perspective of like, what a job from him and his team. You know,
Amazing.
Again, like it's who the fuck is gonna, okay, you know what? Even outside of, let's say someone has the idea, a label has the idea, an artist has the idea. Who's gonna actually execute that? Like, bro, the man had at least 6-7 cameras, cars rigged up behind him, the truck rigged up, the ice warehouse rigged up. Like, bro, like, we're having technical difficulties here. 2 cameras and 2 fucking Murphs talking to each other.
Yeah.
Imagine the setup they had to put together to actually execute that. So, and imagine the investment. Okay, yes, Drake's a fucking billionaire. We get it. But there's lots of artists who have hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, bro, is Travis Scott doing that?
No.
Is Gunna doing that?
No.
Or and is fucking Coldplay or any of these massive pop artists doing that? Taylor Swift doing that? No. They can't tap into the culture and be as relevant as him. No one's, even if they have the idea, no one's executing at the level that this guy is. And again, it further validates why he is the biggest artist of this decade and last, to be honest. And bro, like, the man's showing no signs of stopping. And I really think there's a world where 50-year-old Drake is still relevant. Maybe it's not in the same way in music or this or that, but who knows? Like, the guy, he like, I could see Drake going back to acting
Yeah.
at fucking 50, and he's starring in the biggest shows, the biggest movies, blockbusters. Why not?
Yep.
He can.
And I think too, to touch on that, you have to realize, and we said this the next day too, it's like, it's not so much the 3, 4, 5 cameras that he set up, but it was now the tens of thousands of cameras out on road of people taking videos of him. That's what I saw the next day. I didn't really see the footage that Drake took. I saw footage that people around were taking. So it's like a guaranteed slam. He knew if he did that, everyone's pulling their phones out.
Yeah.
And another thing to talk about, you know, the Travis Scotts or the Gunna, whatever it might be. I feel like Drake, as an artist, has one of the biggest egos. But to do something like that, you almost have to drop your ego. I can see a Travis Scott saying, well, fuck that. I'm not driving around in a truck in my city for just anyone to see me and anyone to pull up. So I think he showed that he's also just human at the same time. Like, look at me, driving in the same streets you guys all drive in an Iceman truck.
It also, you actually, that's a great point. And you know what that also tells me is this man actually has the city of Toronto on lock.
Yes.
Because he felt comfortable enough to pull up on live stream where anyone knows exactly where he is. And he's not worried about getting robbed, shot, targeted, like in any negative way. Like, he's literally like, bro, I can actually ride around my city and ain't nobody gonna do shit.
Right?
Like, yo, like seriously, think about, like, from a security breach perspective.
No one's going to do that.
But bro, you have to look and say, bro, that's either A, ballsy, but B, like, this guy must know that he's got this shit on lock to be comfortable. Bro, the man was windows down, talking to random, like, bro, Toronto's been there's been crazy crime in Toronto over the last couple of years. Like, anyone could have pulled up on him with a fucking 9mm at any point. There's no world where that's impossible in Toronto. And the man felt safe enough the whole time to do it. What does that tell you?
And you know what I love? He put a small business on while he was doing it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Iceman truck business here, okay? So the Iceman truck that Drake drove in the recent live stream is from a Toronto-based family business called the Iceman. The company was established 40 years ago, specializes in ice, and so on, okay? But let me tell you something here. The event got them a lot of attention, okay? Leading to over 200 calls to the Iceman across North America. Don't you love to see it?
I love that.
A family-run business putting them on. He could have just bought a truck and wrote the Iceman on it,
Literally.
right?
He's goated. He's fucking goated for that shit, man.
So do we need to now get the Iceman truck and drive around Toronto? Who do you think in the music world is gonna copy this style of marketing next?
No, listen,
That's the truck right there. Beautiful truck.
I'm gonna hit up.
It's kind of swaggy.
Well, I like the logo. The logo.
I do like the logo. Yeah.
I'm gonna cop the Oliver Jewelries. You know, the I'm the cash man.
Yep.
I give you money for your gold. We're gonna get his truck and just throw money out. But then we'll probably get robbed. I'll be honest, we might not do that. I want to talk about Sisto. Can we pull up the new track? Maybe the hot new hip hop article. Drake, This Is LeBron once again. What did I miss? So obviously, to give context for anybody who didn't see the stream, he was doing it's promo for his new album, and he dropped the single "What Did I Miss?" And I mean, guys, again, I'm gonna go on a generational Drake glazing run right now.
Glazing right now.
But bro, this song I didn't even need to hear the full song.
Yep.
I was already jamming to it hard. Okay, what did I miss? I can rap the whole fucking song right now, but let's talk about this article. Drake disses LeBron James once again on new song "What Did I Miss?" Okay, Let's scroll it down a bit. So Drake seems to have kicked his new Iceman album rollout into full gear via the new track What Did I Miss? The mid-paced and wavy banger. It is a wavy banger. Surprised fans last night during his live stream. It contains a lot of shots that fans had interpreted against LeBron James and perhaps a few others. Let's keep it rolling. In general, the track aims to all the friends who betrayed Drizzy during Kendrick Lamar's beef, so on and so forth. Essentially, he's, I'll give, okay, here's the main line. I saw a bro at the pop-out with them, but been dick riding gang since headlines. Okay, that is straight at LeBron. That is straight at LeBron, and rightfully so. LeBron's a bitch. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I used to be
LeBron
I used to be a huge LeBron fan.
Yeah.
Last 4 or 5 years, the guy has turned into a soft little.
You know what? He might be on the Epstein client list.
That's a good one to run it back quick.
We should.
He's probably.
I think he's on that. I think he's on that client list. Here's the thing. Here is the thing. We have to look at it from this perspective. Everyone's like, bro, why is Drake still crying about the Kendrick Lamar thing? Why is Drake still crying? Bro, the man's not crying. He's just making it known to everybody that, bro, you turned your back on me. You went against me in this rap beef. First of all, I'm the biggest in the world. Mistake number one. Number two, specifically for his situation with LeBron, is like, bro, the man blessed LeBron, bro.
I know.
He was giving him watches, bringing him out to the show, letting him do, bro, going to see his son's fucking games at Sierra Canyon, whatever fucking school that was in LA. Like, the man put him on, showed him pure love, talking about LeBron like his brother, bro, calling each other brothers. And then you're in this rap beef, and then, bro, your so-called brother LeBron shows out to the fucking concert, the pop out,
Yep.
where the man's literally singing a song that calls you a pedophile.
Yep.
How,
Yeah.
like,
Well,
in what world should this man not drop, the disses in the track saying like, bro, you've been dick riding since headlines, bro. Then you're gonna go do that?
Yeah.
You're a loser, bro. LeBron's a loser. I'm sorry.
I think Drake's like a lot about loyalty.
Facts.
He's all about loyalty, and he doesn't give a shit if you go against him. He's gonna call you out. He's been waiting to do this.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw Drake, as soon as he saw LeBron at the concert doing the little crip walk, dancing around, having a blast, that was a mental note that Drake made to say, okay, you're next.
Yeah.
Right? Future,
Yeah.
you're next. Right? Listen, can't go against Drizzy. He's gonna call you out on it. And for LeBron, you can't even be mad. Don't be mad. You put yourself in that position, and you got blasted by the GOAT. That's the fact.
There was
I think he also put Rick Ross on blast too.
let me no he well, in the track he talks about, I forget the exact line, but he talks about him needing an ice pack for his left eye because when Rick Ross came to Toronto, he got slapped out by somebody just in a crowd. Again, it's his city, so you already know what's gonna happen. But this was interesting. Future, after the song came out, Future tweeted, "I'ma always choose being a real one over anything." And then LeBron liked the tweet.
I saw that Complex post, right?
Yeah, Complex posted
Yep.
it. And
But these guys are always doing Twitter fingers things, bro. Like, say something.
yeah, but LeBron's a bit. LeBron's such a lefty, liberal loser, LA loser that like he actually can't say anything.
I know.
What's he gonna
put it-
say?
He's a sellout too.
And he's on the Epstein list.
And it's like, like you said, Drizzy invited him over to his house many times. Wined and dined together. Family things.
Yeah,
That's tough. And like I said, Drizzy is all about loyalty.
yeah.
And if he feels you're not loyal, it's a wrap, right? But why don't we put this tweet up here showing how influential Drake really is? I want to see this tweet here. So Drake got me watching a wall. This is why he's the GOAT.
That's literally for the first however long. It was literally that was what the stream started with.
How long was it?
Like the guy says, like the first 20 minutes of the stream were confusing, which would switch from different frames in the back of this ice warehouse without any audio and Drake only appearing in a few shots. The stream picked up and had high quality production with several cameras, drones, and a motorcade following Drake in the truck. But the tweet like this, first of all, which has 130,000 views, okay, is just showing the cultural impact. And again, going back to what we were saying earlier with, all the cameras and the phones coming out, it's like people can screenshot a fucking wall with ice talking about Drake's live stream and it's going to get 130,000 views.
I'm sure he could have kept it going for another hour or so like that. It would have been fine.
People would have just been watching that, whatever that is.
I think Drake is just going to become a full-time streamer now.
I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I'm sure Steak would love that, especially if that was just a gambling streams, which he's clearly been doing a lot more of. He likes it, but I think he has found a new way. He has almost birthed a new way to release a song or an album, and you're going to see a lot of people trying to replicate that for sure. For sure.
Let's check out Kai Cenat. He had a good reaction to What Did I Miss? Let's check him out. Kai's always got the best reactions. What did I miss?
Kai Cenat, goated streamer, by the way.
Of course.
Let's see here.
Just his vibe, just the way he's vibing and dancing, he always kills me.
Let's go. Yeah. Niggas get punched in the face with some TLC shit on the dead guys. Some TLC shit, cause my nigga, you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye. Damn. I'm back in your city tonight, walking around my head high. I saw bro end up pop out with them, but been dead round gang since headlines. It feels like nobody's there until you start giving out two tones. And nobody cares until they in front of your tombstone. Y'all been on that type of timing for too long. Iceman, Tiffany, Blue Stones. I done made plenty shit right at a two wrong shit. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, man.
What did I miss?
Bro. And like, just think about it. It's funny because all of these streamers, including us, clearly, are just gonna fucking clip farm watching Drake.
That's what
and
you're
again,
watching right
how
now.
influential he is. You can literally just clip farm yourself reacting to Drake. I've seen fucking TikTok accounts where guys literally just clip farm Drake like reactions. Bro, I'm not joking. We should post them up. I got some guys like, bro, hundreds of thousands of followers where it's like the stream setup and then they're literally just clip farming Drake. Only Drake music, Drake videos, Drake content.
He's got enough music to react to, that's for sure.
Absolute ghost.
But you know what? The track sounds like he's letting out his anger.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's one of those tracks. He has one of those tracks every now and then, and it's like he used this track to really take out a lot of his anger he probably was feeling the last year or so.
No, but you know what? Even like, I think this is gonna be an insane album because, like, there's been a few times where he released an album that I didn't love the single, but the album came out fire. But this single was already heat, and it's like it's clearly dropping. It's a summer banger. He knows what's good. He understands the vibes. I'm on a generational Drake glaze right now.
We're gonna change the title of this episode to just
Drake glazing at the highest level.
We're gonna get to the next story here, and we kind of spoke about it with the clip farm.